Hello everyone, it's Tom Loney here, and now I'm making a video about something I really wanted to make a long time ago. I am going to make a list of my favorite movies of all time. Now this one's kind of difficult for me because as most people that know me, they know I watch movies a lot and I love movies, and it's really difficult to put them in an order. First I was thinking like a top 10 or something, but I felt bad that a lot of those movies that another lot of movies that I really like were left out. So I expanded my list a little bit, and now it's gonna be a top 20 favorite movies. Yeah, top 20 favorite movies of all time. I'm probably gonna split the list into two parts. So this video is gonna be from 20 to number 11. Let's not waste any time anymore and let's get started. Up at number 20 we got Up. In my opinion, Up is the best Disney Pixar movie ever made. What do I like about this movie? I really like the story and the characters. The first 10 minutes of the movie are just fantastic when you see the main character and his wife and what they've all been through. And people say that's the best part of the movie. It is. But the rest of the movie shouldn't be overshadowed by the first 10 minutes because the characters are lovable, the animation looks fantastic, and it's just a really funny movie. So yeah, that's my number 20. And now number 19, something completely different, because now we got a horror movie, American Werewolf in London. American Werewolf in London, I think it's one of the greatest horror movies ever made, especially when you talk about werewolf movies. Then I personally think this is the best werewolf movie you can ever find. What makes it so fun is because it's also one of the most awesome, jaw-dropping wolf transformations I've ever seen. The movie is funny, it's scary, and it's just a mix about everything. It throws stuff at you that's completely unexpected. And so basically, if you're a big horror fan, then American Werewolf in London, definitely go see it. Number 18, back to animation again, but this time from Pixar's competitor, DreamWorks. And my favorite DreamWorks movie is How to Train Your Dragon. First of all, I like dragons. I think they're really amazing creatures, and the story is also just a really nice story. I really like the characters, and once again, animation looks amazing. So yeah, what else can I say about this movie? Besides, no, that's all I can say actually. Now number 17, we got Monty Python and the Holy Grail. In my opinion, it is one of the funniest movies ever made. It's probably one of the most popular and most important comedies ever of all time. Monty Python, if you know the show or the other movies they made, they're this comedy group, and their comedy is just completely absurd and ridiculous, and this movie is no exception. A lot of ridiculous stuff happens in the movie, and it's really hilarious, and I love it. And now up to number 16, which is Scarface. Most of you probably know Scarface by now, and yeah, and I think it's a really good movie. I really like the character of Tony Montana, Al Pacino, best Al Pacino movie there is, and I just think it's pretty long movie actually, but it really showcases the rise and fall of a criminal overlord, and it's violent, it's bloody, it's gritty, there's a lot of swearing, and it's great. I love it. Next up, number 15, I believe, we got Stanley Kubrick's Full Metal Jacket. In my opinion, best Kubrick movie there is. Stanley Kubrick is one of the greatest movie directors of all time. He also made movies like 2001: Space Odyssey and Shining, also great movies, but Full Metal Jacket, in my opinion, is his absolute best movie. The movie was split up into two parts actually. The first half of the movie is like boot camp, where we see the training and stuff, and the second half is like the war in Vietnam. And surprisingly enough, the boot camp part of the movie is actually more interesting and entertaining than the war half of the movie, because of one simple thing: the drill sergeant is just amazing. Nobody can shout and yell insults like the drill sergeant from Full Metal Jacket. So if you're into war movies, I think Full Metal Jacket is one of the best war movies ever, so you should definitely go see it. Now at number 14, we got The Thing. It's one of the most best horror movies I've ever seen. If you don't know what The Thing is, it's about a group of scientists on Antarctica, and they find an alien spaceship frozen underneath the ice. And with that spaceship there is an alien frozen, and this alien is capable of making itself appear like one of the humans, so it'll take the likeness of other living creatures, but before it does that, it literally turns the people inside out into these grotesque masses of flesh and blood and tentacles and stuff. And it's not really a movie for sensitive people, I would say, because it can, some of the transformation scenes can be quite shocking and disgusting, really. But I'm a big horror fan, so I can deal with it. And up at number 13, we got Back to the Future. I mean, it's Back to the Future. What more do I need to say? It's one of the most classic movies of all time. About I really like the story, the characters, Marty McFly and Doc Brown. I love those. But my favorite character of Back to the Future has to be Biff, the bully of the movie, because he's so funny and I just love it. And yeah, it's just an awesome movie about time travel. It's basically science fiction, action, comedy, and a high school movie all rolled into one. And so it's a little bit of everything. So if you want to call yourself a movie fan, you can only definitely call yourself a movie fan when you watch Back to the Future. Alright, number 12 is a movie that came out in the same year I was born, so that's also something I like about this movie. It's Pulp Fiction by Quentin Tarantino. Pretty sure a lot of you people know Pulp Fiction. It's with John Travolta and Samuel L. Jackson, in my opinion. Best Samuel L. Jackson performance there is, because it's really entertaining, it's exciting, it's funny, and just interesting all the way. And what I like about this movie, it doesn't follow like a story should be. It doesn't go from beginning to end. It kind of throws different stories together and in a non-particular order. So yeah, that's also what I like. It's something different. And it's Quentin Tarantino, so what else can you say about it? It's awesome. And now, number 11. This is one of the movies that inspired me to make movies. It is none other than Jurassic Park. Once again, Jurassic Park needs no introduction. Everyone has seen the movie. I remember the first time watching it, I was like 6 years old, and it was a really exciting movie for me. Before that, I used to watch like cartoons and stuff about dinosaurs, and they all looked, cute and non-threatening. But then I saw Jurassic Park, and basically the dinosaurs just scared the living crap out of me. Especially there was one part in the movie that scared me so much as a kid. I just turned the movie off because I was too scared. It was when the fat guy steals the dinosaur embryos, and then he gets stuck. His Jeep gets stuck, and then this little dinosaur shows up, follows him around, but then it all goes and it starts spitting venom at the fat guy. For some reason, as a kid, that part used to scare the crap out of me, but now I learned to appreciate the movie more. It's a revolution in the movie industry, and basically this movie sparked my imagination about dinosaurs, because it literally showed me what dinosaurs could have been like if they were still alive. So that was the first part of my top 20 favorite movies of all time. Pretty soon I'm gonna upload part 2, where we look at the remaining 10. I hope you like this video. You can leave a comment or like the video, and I'll see you next time. See you then.